So I have a video uploading and I shared my dream that I had with Trump yesterday or last night or this morning, really. It was this morning because I woke up early this morning. He had some good nuggets. That he shared with me. I appreciate it. In my dream, should I say. That said, something came to me. I would say the last few weeks, I've just processed things a little differently. My eyes are more, I'm moving in a clear mindset of understanding the reality behind the illusion, right? And just the uniqueness of the world right now. But we live in a world where people are going to work against you, whether that be subconsciously, consciously, strategically. They just are in some different ways, because we have been conditioned to feel inadequate based off just being who we are, because we live in a world of comparison. Comparing yourself to everyone outside of yourself instead of just comparing yourself to yourself. Wouldn't that be great if everybody just compared themselves to their own selves, set the standards for themselves? I think it would help people move in a better direction. They wouldn't be moving and operating in lack thereof. They wouldn't be operating in envy and jealousy and hate, and bullying tendencies. You would have no reason to. Because you're imperfectly made the way that you are, flaws and all, mistakes and all. We all are. That's what makes us who we are. That's what gives us wisdom, knowledge, and lessons. All of us, individually. And all of us come with baggage. All of us come with trauma. Some way, shape, or form we do. And the bloodlines are interesting. If you go down the bloodline of your family, all of us have interesting family dynamics. The past 100, 200 years, to say the least. Your parents have, secrets that come out later on in life. They have children, all kinds of stuff. People have found out they have brothers and sisters that they never knew they had. Just all of us. And it's one of those things. It's just a part of life. It really is. But if you find yourself in the presence of moments in your day-to-day activities where you find yourself constantly competing and comparing yourself to others, just understand that you're always going to come up short. Because you're giving validation to yourself to something outside of yourself. And so you're always going to come up short. And if you're on the other side of the fence, where you find yourself where people are constantly competing with you, or they're working against you, just understand that there's something within you that people feel like they have to work against. And try not to allow it to take you in a negative headspace, but allow it to elevate you. And grow as a person, grow as an individual, grow as a someone that you're proud of, and recognizing what you carry within you. You must carry something within you if people go out of their way to work against you. People go out of their way to compete with you when you're not competing with them. When people go out of their way to create illusions around us, around all of us, because there's lots of illusions flying right now, lots of them. Understand that obviously we carry a little bit more power than we give ourselves credit to, clearly. And they don't want us to wake up to that power that we carry individually. Otherwise, they wouldn't go so hard to work against us, to create illusions, to create tactics, to create false flags, to create ridiculous posts that make no sense. When you're raised by people and you've been surrounded by a certain caliber of people, you just see how they operate. And I've had the blessing of being around a lot of different unique individuals, many different various ones in all kinds of calibers, millionaires, billionaires, poverty, middle class, homeless, all of the above, okay? And you have to understand that we live in a world right now where people have taken it upon themselves to just carry their mind frame, or allow their mind frame, allow their mindset, their intentions, their actions, their faith, their beliefs, take them to a road where they're just running on their ego. That's all they run on is their ego. And then they slap faith with it. And if you know firsthand in any type of faith, any type of religious groups, ego is not a part of it. Now, you have to have a healthy ego within yourself and understand who you are in God. But you do not think you're above people. You do not work against people intentionally. You don't. It's not a part of it. The two and two don't go together. And so when you see these things, when you see these posts, when you see these propaganda, when you see all of this stuff on the news, you see all these videos, you see all these things, you have to just remind yourself of that. Okay? Because you have to understand that in different ways, it's not even them doing it. In a lot of different ways, they do it to get a rise out of you, truthfully. They do it to get a rise out of you. And as well as they do it because they like the sound of their own voice. They really do, in different ways. They just do. All right? I've been surrounded by a lot of people that just like the sound of their own voice. So I picked up on it at a very young age. At a very young age. When people like the sound of their own voice, I just let them talk. I let them talk. I give them the platform. They want it, they can have it. There's a lot of things that I do know, for sure. There's a strategic way sometimes that I deliver my videos because I try to be diplomatic. I try not to overgeneralize certain things because I know everybody operates in their own being. And so I try in a lot of different ways to carry humility and humbleness in everything that I say. That's in the public's eye, on my videos, in my little room. You know, I try to be the exact same way I am in the dark, by myself, out my front door. And I try to do it unapologetically. But I also recognize that we live in a world that's been ran off of ego for quite some time. And this came to me yesterday. I try to write down everything that comes to me, but sometimes I just forget. I was thinking about everything that's transpired, not only in my life the last decade or so, but just in the world the last few years. And there's been a lot of things falling. A lot of masks, a lot of veils. There's been a lot of things falling. And I think I said it to my mom. I think I did yesterday when we went on our ride that, ultimately, it can't go on like this forever. There's going to be an end in sight for them, whatever they consider themselves. There just is. It can't stay on this directed path with so many people awaking in the way that they are. And eventually it will come to a head. It just will. And most likely sooner than later. And I think they know that. And I think that's why they're scrambling, truth be told. And so it's just one of those things, we're just in the thick of it. And that's why it's really important to hold in on your faith and on your beliefs and understand who God is and what Jesus Christ did on the cross in these times right now that we're all living through individually in our own way, the best we can. And just try not to work against each other. Try to work together. Try to work together. I just don't see where any